Right, so tonight, putting Frank's wheel back on. Fork seals have been done, serviced the brakes. So now I'm going to tie them out of the way, get the wheel on, put the brakes back on, and hopefully he'll be good to go. One thing I've got to do is clean off the fork oil from the disc. You see it's stained there, where it's just sat in the shed, dripping. So I'll give that a good clean off. Right, so hopefully that's cleaned up now. Suppose I'll find out on the way to work tomorrow whether it stops or not. Right, so now I want some red grease on my dust seals to stop the friction chewing them up. Like that. Yeah, I need a touch of it. That'd be plenty between tyre changes. Just wipe off any excess out the outside. Right, so now we want some grease on the axle. I use a white lithium for the high heat properties and all the rest of it. So anywhere that touches should be good to go. And then all I've got to do is lift it up and line it all up. There we go. And have I got the spanner here? There we go, 27mm. Right, so that's the axle through, and it's got its own collar on the axle there, which acts as your spacer, and on this side the big spacer washer that goes right the way through there, this section here, is your spacer for this side. So what we need to do now it's pulled itself together, is do up the pinch bolts to hold this still while we get the torque wrench on there and set it to what it needs to be. So let's get on with that. I'm pretty sure it's 23 on the pinch bolts and 100 on the axle. Three. Oh, I've got that on that one. Okay, lost it. There. Right, so it's 23 Newton meters on the torque wrench. There you go. There you go. Just double check. 23. And for the axle, here's a different one. It's 100. $98. 100. And then the pinch bolts hold that side while you do up this side. To 100 newton meters. And then obviously you can do up these pinch bolts. Again to 23. Right, 23 a piece. So now you want to get the discs on. Not the discs, asshole. I want to get the brake calipers on. Right, so that's just on there loosely. I'm going to put this one on loosely so they stop fighting each other. Make sure you get a pad either side of the disc. Usually your brakes work better and they're a bit quieter. Right, what I will do is put a bit of copper slip on the bolts because they obviously will be going in and out depending on how many times you have to change your tyre. So now just got to double check. Handlebar mounting bolt, clamp bolt. I've got that on there. I'll go with 23. I will check that, but I haven't got it at the moment to hand. So I will check what the torque setting is. But at the moment, being these are the same size to the pinch bolts, I'll just do them at 23 for the minute. Sorted. And then the same this side. Oh, I haven't put any gunk on it yet. Where's the other bolt? There it is. $23 to both. And that's the wheel and the brakes back on. Remember to unwind your torque wrenches when you're finished with them as well, or it can lose its efficiency. I'm an absolute mind of useless information. So now squeeze the brakes, I suppose, and see if they work. And don't forget, you're going to get a really spongy lever to start with. I've had 8 pistons right the way back in. There you go, starting to come back now. There it is. solid. There you go. Once it gets rid of that rust, that'll be gorgeous. Right, next is mudguard. Which I was going to clean up and make look gorgeous and all the rest of it, but looks as if a bloke's buying big frank off of me. So well, the front bolt was an absolute pig to do up for some reason. And that should be that. Right, so that's that. Bumper back on, wheel back on, brakes serviced. Oh yeah, fork seals and dust covers replaced. No more leaking ram. Test ride on the way to work tomorrow probably.